finally then, is there anything that you'd like to share to our audience today in terms of, we are still navigating our way through very uncertain times? Is there any final words you'd like to leave people with?
Yeah, I think, as I said, that I had 16 traumas or mini traumas that were both financial and emotional with trauma our daughter went through, and premature deaths of my niece and my brother. And, I think that a lot of people now won't really be easily escaping feeling quite unsure of the world.
Yeah.
And when I reflect on that, a lot of us sit in a fear space because the news certainly gives us fear. I don't know whether it's this job to do that or not, but I suppose it's trying to take control of the world to make sure that things don't go out of hand or whatever it is. I mean, there's all sort of conspiracies about that, but fear is around us and we can sort of go into it. And this is a little bit of it's a tough story to tell in a way for me and maybe for people to hear, but I think it's an important metaphor for fear, is that fear is obviously in our imagination and none of us really know how incredible we are when we have to go through change. But I can honestly say that adversity has made me a much happier and more fulfilled person. So we can't fear that adversity. And when I talked about my daughter having a challenge, Hannah is very open, as you know, Mary, about what happened to her in 4 years ago when she went skiing and she was taken off the road by 3 men and raped. Now, I got that 5:30 call in the morning, came out of the blue. I went to bed that night thinking, oh, Hannah must be having fun. She's just got off the slopes. I had no anticipation of that. And when it actually came to it, I was phenomenal and Hannah was more than phenomenal. Had we known about it, had we imagined it leading up to it, we would have been in the right state. And I think what I want to say to people is that we are more powerful and more amazing and more creative when we hit adversity than we realize we will be. And so fearing change and things like that, whether it's in your organization or at home, I think that's the limbo stage that people are at that is worse than actually when
Yes. So when
we get into action, and it's amazing.
Yeah, that is an amazing story, and I feel privileged that you've shared that here in this conversation. Thank you, Penny, because absolutely, when you're in the throes of it all, we do sort it ourselves out and we do deal with stuff on many different levels, emotionally, physically, psychologically. Yeah.
It is, and happiness is at the other side of it. And that, because the self-discovery you make is just phenomenal. The internal pride when you come through tough things and you don't become a victim of it, you take control of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you